Hey everyone, this is Andrew from the Private Investigator Advice website at private-investigator-advice-hq.com. In this video, we're going to go ahead and do a little review of the world's smallest voice recorder, also called the Mini DV camera. I did put the camera back in this box. I have been using it for probably about a month or two, but this is what you should see. I only purchased this for its video, just for getting covert video in stores and stuff like that, wherever I could. Originally, I got it just to give a review on it, but I had to end up using it because my keychain camera, my 808, stopped working, and then I had problems trying to get the time and date stamp on it. I'm like, you know what? Let me just try something new. So I opened up this thing and ended up using it for work, and it's been great. It's kind of been crappy all at the same time, and I'll explain why. But first of all, let me go ahead and open this up and show you what you're pretty much going to get in here. Now, if I'm missing something out of here, I apologize. I can't remember what originally was in the box. I thought I just basically took out the camera. So this is what you would probably find in yours. The camera will be sitting up on top. And this is basically what it looks like, you know, about as big as your thumb. See that there? It's the kind of shape it is. And I'll kind of get up a little bit closer here when I inspect a little bit further, but it looks like it's got like maybe a possibly little keychain hook there or something, and these are all your controls, which I'll go over in a second. It also comes with the instruction manual. It's easy to read, easy to understand. You shouldn't have a problem with it. Also details all the you know, components of the camera. What I really liked about this, when you open up your box, is the fact that you get all these little goodies. Like you get this little rubber case you can stick it in. I didn't use it because I've been using something else, but you know, kind of like, you know, with your, it's kind of like a shoe for your phone or something, but it's for your camera, which is, you know, we just don't see this very often. You also got this other clip here. I have not used this. Maybe this is to mount on something. I'm not quite sure. I haven't used it, so I couldn't tell you. Again, yet another, probably for your dashboard or something, mount for it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe those two go on together. I did, what's this here? Oh, a little strap for, you know, maybe to connect to this little hook here that we talked about a second ago. I haven't used that, but yeah, I might now that I realize that it's in there. This is the this is what I've used. Is this little clip thing, okay? And you connect your camera here. Just clip it in, and for me, I really I like the clip because it just makes it a little more bulkier, and you know, it really not so much for the clip purpose, but just a little more to grab onto. So yeah, but that's basically what you're going to find in there. And so let me go over basically the functions that I use, and I really just only use. I personally only use this to video. That's all I'm going to show you how to do, and I'll show you where the little buttons are and stuff. But so as we get a little bit closer into this, is try not to get too out of focus. This is your mode button. This is where your micro SD card goes into right here. Right here is you can't really see it. There it is, the little reset button right there. On top here, this is your basically your function button. I only just click it to get the video going. Your lens, right there. As you can see, it's kind of not centered, and that's probably why I'm having such a hard time with this camera. Your power button, and I think it automatically turns off if you're not recording after a while. If you turn the power button on, and it, you know, after a while it just dies. And then here's your little USB connector, that's how I just connect it and pull the video off it when I videotape. So basically the functions, you know, put your SD card in there. You're going to have to set the time. I'm not going to share how to do that today, but I'm just going to show you how to get this going. So as you can see, there's no lights on or anything up here, but what I'm going to do So I'm going to go ahead and press this power button. And when you press the power button, you're going to see the blue light up here. When you record, you're going to press this, the function button, right? You're going to hold down for a second and let it go. And then you're going to see a blinking red light. And that's when you know you're going to be recording. For a private investigator, this is one of the things I like the best. It's just so simple, so fast, so easy. And so when you're done recording, you press the button again. As you can tell, it's not on anymore. And I think you can do also the same thing with the mode button. I'm going to go ahead and press the mode button. And it should be blinking. Yep, it's recording again. And so these are the two ways you can do it for sure. Now, again, I didn't read the instructions. I just started using this basically just right out of the box. I just kind of figured it out, and that's kind of how I'm sharing it with you. Again, there are more functions, I think, but I haven't gone over that. So that's basically that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some video that I shot earlier on how to maybe possibly use this in your car, and show you the video quality. So one of the things I thought about using this for is using the clip on the back that rotates, and you know, maybe you're in a jam, you need to videotape someone, I don't know, maybe in front of your car, or possibly following them, you need to document them driving. You can attach it to your visor, right? And then just spin it around so it's right side up, and you can potentially videotape out your window, you know, kind of like the drive cam, you know, that I had done earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and drive around and see if this even works, and I'll put it in there, or maybe not, I don't know. Alright, later. Alright, so I'm videotaping here in my car, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and attach it to the visor here, and just see how well it does. It's raining, so I don't know the quality, but I guess we'll find out when I go to review this. So let me go ahead and attach it to the visor here. So I think I'm shooting straight here. One of the things that's bad about having the visor down so low is you can't see as well. Oh, let me put my seatbelt on here. So yeah, one of the things, you can kind of aim it by moving your visor around, assuming that I'm pointing straight out. Yeah, so this just kind of gives you an idea of what you could possibly use it for, aside from sticking it on your shirt or something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and clip it back to me again. So let's see if that even works. No, it probably doesn't. So anyways, I just wanted to go ahead and show that, and maybe I'll have to edit this up a little bit and see how it turns out. All right, so this is the outside. It's kind of overcast today. I don't know how the sound's going to be. Probably won't be the greatest sound. I have used this before quite a bit. One of the major problems that I have using this is keeping it steady and aiming it properly. So it's kind of hard to demonstrate that, but when you buy one, you will see that it is difficult to aim. Like the 808 keychain camera, I have a much better, easier time doing it. I did like the quality of video on this. You know, because I have used this before I've even done this demonstration, and I guess I'll get a better look at it again just as I'm making this. But this gives you an idea of what you're kind of possibly looking at. Just gonna go ahead and walk with it, and I'm just go ahead and videotape the grass area here. And typically this might be steadier than normal because I would never videotape like I'm actually doing this now, but yeah, if I had it in my hand, which I'll lower it, and I try to aim, it gets a little more difficult. Even though it might be smooth, it's still very difficult to aim properly for some reason, for me at least. Okay, so you guys saw the video quality and all that kind of good stuff. One of the things I want to show you about this camera is that I find it hard that when I'm videotaping to find out where it's going to be the horizon on this thing and where exactly where to point it. With the 808 camera, I have a really easy time. I just cup it right here, and it's just easier for me to kind of know which is the horizon. For some reason, when I hold this, I have a hard time figuring that out, and my video, sometimes I'm shooting video too high on the person, so I'm shooting from the waist up, or sometimes I'm shooting too low, and it's going too low. And the way I end up holding it is I end up cupping it in my hand like this. And so when I'm walking, it's just trying to be the least amount of suspicion as possible. So I'm just holding it down like that, and be honest, it still gathers attention. So what I end up doing is grabbing some car keys and sticking car keys in my hand to make it look like it's part of it, where I could probably just hook it to a pair of car keys as well. So that's one of the things I struggle with. The video quality I do like. It's just finding this sweet spot for recording video. So anyways, I like this. I like that it's small. I just I wish it was a little bit better, I don't know, more thought out as to when you're videotaping how to get a really good shot and without having to really worry about it too much. But as for some little specs on this, it shoots 30 frames a second. It shoots at AVI. It supports 720 by 480. I think I read 32 gigabytes for the SD card, the micro SD, or the whatever they call it, the mini SD. This one also says 16 gigabytes, so I wouldn't go any higher than 16. And yeah, that's basically. I think you can use it for some other things. I'm only reviewing this for private investigating purposes, and basically the spy cam. Go into the store and get some video. So I think I purchased this for about $20 or around there, and for the price, it's an excellent buy. Again, if you notice that most of the cameras that I share on here are relatively inexpensive. And you're getting the most bang for your buck when you buy a camera at least that I recommend. So that's basically it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.